Rob Matthews. I'm the Director at Transport Energy, and I would like to talk to you about lithium versus lead AGM batteries and why you may consider them, and want to discuss the main sort of differences between lithium and lead, and also the price, which is a really big question that we get asked a lot. Why is lithium more expensive than lead? And hopefully by the end of this we can explain a little bit about the actual cost and the value, and that actually lithium, believe it or not, is actually cheaper over its life than lead, with far more benefits along the way. So for example, you've probably got 3 or 4 pieces of lithium around you at any one time. I've got a battery in the watch. Everyone's got one of these nowadays. Cordless tools. This is the earlier NiCad. This is the new lithium. So as you can see, lithium has moved on a lot from older batteries. Okay, it's probably in your tablet if you're watching this right now, or in a laptop, and that's why we've all got these ultra slim phones and laptops and tablets now, and that is purely because of lithium. We couldn't do it with another type of battery. So you all are actually using lithium in one way or another. Okay, so there's a few key points that we're going to discuss. So we have the total charge cycles of a battery. We have the usable power out of a battery, and we also have the total amp hours of that battery, and then there's also weight. So starting with charge cycles, the average lead AGM battery gives around 250 cycles. Hopefully you can see from the diagram we have around 250 cycles per battery. But on the Transport Energy battery we have a guaranteed 3,000 cycles at 100% discharge. And then we have 5,000 cycles at 80% depth of discharge, which I'll go into about the depth of discharge in a minute. So you can see that you would need 20 lead batteries to equal one Transport Energy battery that gives 5,000 cycles at 80%. Now if we just take the lower figure of 3,000 cycles at 100%, I mean, there's a difference of £1,800 in cost, which would cost you around £3,000 to buy 20 lead acid or AGM batteries. Now for those of you that don't know what a full cycle is, that is where you charge the battery to 100% and then you discharge it down and then you charge it back up again. That is classed as a cycle or depth of discharge. Okay, so a lead battery, you can only discharge it down to around 50%, because if you take a lead battery below that, you will cause permanent damage and it won't come back to the same each time you charge it thereafter. Now with our lithium, you can actually discharge it down to 100% and use a full 100 amp hours. So you do in actuality get a full cycle. You can use 100 amp hours out of our batteries 100%. Now you can also see on the other chart here to my left, the usable power comparison, that whilst you're doing that cycle on the lead battery, when you get down towards the yellow, which is around 50%, the voltage drops off very sharply on a lead battery. It cannot maintain the 13 volts that you need and over 12 volts to run your appliances. So also when you get down into the orange, that's where you're doing permanent damage. And if you take it down below that, you're probably going to ruin your battery altogether. So you can also see with the lithium that the voltage that you maintain all the way down is 13 volts. Now, no lead battery can do that. When you get around 60 to 50%, the voltage is getting around that 12 volts mark, which is the key cut-off line, very important line for any appliances you're going to run. Whether it's a boat, camper van, RV, ambulance, below 12 volts is not of any use to you. So in general, you've only got around half the power out of a lead battery you can actually use. So whatever size that battery is when you buy it, if it's lead, you can only use half of the amp hour that's on the battery. And the other good thing is that people realise, or forget to realise, is that, you know, this battery, if you buy it, it's a big investment, but you can switch it out. If you sell the vehicle or the device that you're using it for, just take it with you and replace it with a cheap lead again, and, you know, take it with you and put it into your next project. One of the other things to discuss is the total amp hours. As you can see, an average lead battery on the 250 cycles will give you around 22,500 cycles, amp hours. So at 22,500 amp hours, you know, our battery gives a whopping 400,000 amp hours in its life. You know, that is incredible. So 400,000 amp hours, you can see on the diagram there. You would need 18 lead batteries. I mean, that's saving £1,500. So already you can see the difference in the lithium to the lead is just phenomenal. It is actually far, far cheaper, whilst giving you an uninterrupted power supply along the way, not having to change your battery, find another one, fit it in and out, the weight, which is a very key thing. You know, our batteries only weigh 13 kilos. You know, you're looking at less than half of the average battery weight. I mean, we've weighed batteries anywhere between 23 and 30 kilos, and they will give more than twice the power and they're less than half the weight. Because if you've got a vehicle that is maybe 3.5 ton or 3,500 kg weight limit, it's very important you need to be within that. There's a lot of vehicles in the UK rated at that as a sort of key weight. You know, this can remove weight for you on your vehicle. You can replace 2 lead batteries with one of these, you know, and save maybe 30 kilos. It's really, really important for certain vehicles. Our battery has a built-in battery management system, or BMS, and this is a brain and like a safety trip switch, if you like. You can compare that to your trip switch in your house that would turn off if it was to short out or overheat. You know, a lead battery just cannot do that. People have the misconception that lithium can be dangerous. Lithium is far safer than lead. Well, our lithium is anyway. Lithium iron phosphate, which is the safest form of lithium, has a built-in, like I say, computer that can regulate it, can turn itself off. It can help balance it for anything from charging to if you was to drop a spanner on the top and short it out, it would just switch itself off. You know, a lead would not do that. You know, lead batteries often swell, they give off gas. You can smell like a fish or an eggy smell in the vehicle when they've been technically boiling over and they swell up. They can catch fire. We've had them explode before. We've had to repair some vehicles that have had lead batteries that explode. Our lithium just cannot do that. It's got a built-in battery management system that protects itself and you and your investment. Our battery is actually manufactured in USA, in Reno, Nevada. Our manufacturer, Dragonfly Energy, they produce the best-selling lithium battery in the USA, sold under a different brand name. We have got the sole rights for the UK and Europe. And if you want to visit our website, www.transportenergy.co.uk, we have everything on there from technical data and some of the other products that we do to go along with our battery. And if you need any help in working out a system, if your charger is going to be compatible, various other factors like that, you can email us or give us a call and we can answer those questions, usually over the phone for you. Another very important factor is the average lead or AGM battery comes with a 2, maybe 3 year guarantee depending on the price and the quality of the battery. Our battery has an industry first 10-year guarantee. It's guaranteed for 10 years to do 80% depth of discharge, or we'll replace it. Now, that is an unbelievable warranty compared to lead. You just couldn't do that with lead. That just shows the life expectancy and the reliability of lithium over lead, which is another big key thing. So as I said earlier, this could be the very last battery you ever buy.